My name is Lori, and I'm going to be reading Close Encounters of the Daddy Ship. I was adopted by an Irish Catholic family with a German father. For some reason, my mother burned our house down, and I never quite understood how that happened, how we got to that point. I tried everything as a child to connect with my mother, but she always just sat quietly on a table in the kitchen playing solitaire, chain smoking, blowing smoke in my face. I tried to cheer her up. My father said, please, she has a goiter. I never knew what a goiter was, and I understood that she had her thyroid removed because there were rows of thyroid pills with the name Dr. Tipinelli written on all of them. And I would go up to her and say, Mom, please take these pills so you won't be so sad. She just would ignore me. Quite a few times I asked my dad if we could get a dog because there was no one home, no one to talk to me. My mom was always crying, smoking, watching Jeopardy. The only time I remember her being really happy was when I was really small. She used to like to play Here She Comes, Miss America. And I would walk down a little room and she would give me some plastic flowers and she would put a crown on my head. And that's the only time that I ever made her smile, when she would crown me as Miss America. After years went by, from age probably 5 to 9, when I was in 4th grade, I wanted to get a dog, and I told my dad, please, Wolf, can we get a dog? And my mother would agree to go to the North Shore Animal League with us, where every time we would get there, a Long Island North Shore Animal League person would come out with a blue t-shirt on and say, how about this dog? I understand you want to be a veterinarian. I was very interested in science and saving animals. One day I found a dog, and the dog was a German short-haired pointer, and my adopted father, Wolf, was German. So I thought, I want to get that dog. I want to get Jackson. And I showed my dad, and it looked like a really healthy dog. And I saw my dad outside fighting with my mother, the adopted mother, Jane. And Jane walked me outside with the North Shore Animal League volunteer and said, we'd like you to adopt Rufus. Rufus was a blind, deaf, Spuds MacKenzie looking dog. And I just looked at her and said, why? He can't hear or see or play with me. I don't want that dog. My father tried to fight with her, and what ended up happening was I just said no. I'd rather have no dog than a dog that's blind and deaf. And I patted that dog, the Spuds MacKenzie, on the head, and I felt sad. But when I was home, my father, after that, won tickets on WLIR radio station. And it was a big thing. My dad worked for Citibank, and he won tickets, and we were going to go see Close Encounters of the Third Kind at the Ziegfeld Theater in Manhattan. I got to dress up in a velvet dress. My dad was in a suit. We walked into the theater. Doot, 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 doot. My mother wasn't there. I actually felt happy. My father and I saw all these people called from all across the U.S. They were all called to, I don't know if it was Roscoe, New Mexico or A52, but they all heard this sound. Doot, 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 doot. I looked up at my father and we were smiling. We were happy. My mother wasn't there. I saw the director's name was Steven Spielberg, and I thought, I want to become a director. Do, 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 do. I saw Richard Dreyfuss take off his helmet and say, I don't care, there's no radiation, they're making it all up. Do, 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 do. I will be a rebel like Richard Dreyfuss. we got out of the theater and we went home. And on the way home, on the drive in the car, I said to my father, it was a time when divorce was not popular, and I said to him, Dad, if you decide to get a divorce, I'll be able to handle it. Do, 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 do. He said, I can't get a divorce. It's against my religion. And I said, do you believe in aliens? Do, 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 do. Close Encounters of the Dad kind. There will never be a man who replaces my dad in my heart. He was the best guy I've ever met, and the earth was happy and lucky to have him here. So thank you, Dad. Doo, 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 doo. I miss you, buddy.
Thank you, Laurie.
Well done.
That was great, Laurie. Thank you. Well done.
Very welcome, everybody. I'm really glad you're here. Our next